This week is presented by the Canadian Prince of Christmas, Tyler Shaw. We're going to tell you more about Tyler Shaw's album, A Tyler Shaw Christmas, later on in the episode. This is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love UPtv troop movies.
I just want to make it clear. I'm Ryan. No matter what happens for the next 40 to 50 minutes, we really do love the troops. No matter what happens, we really do love the troops.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm reporting here per orders, and I also
right.
We all love the troops.
We love the troops. That's not what we're.
This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. This is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark. It's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Yeah. Well,
Usually when a movie of this quality runs across our radar, Alonso Duralde's in that third chair.
That's true.
Alonso Duralde takes the brunt of what we're about to do today. So, Rye Guy, this is getting a little taste of what happens probably 3 or 4 times a year here at Deck the Hallmark.
That's true.
So it's a special day for you, Rye Guy.
We do forget it. Well, I forget about this, that I actually have a pretty good gig here. I usually just talk about things that I'm interested in, which I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
But today's not one of those days.
Yeah, I mean, you get The Way Home, which is like one of
Hallmark's best television
Hallmark
shows.
It's like it's
Even if it
prestige
keeps falling off the
television
cliff,
for
it's
Hallmark.
still in
Yes.
that position.
And then just goof off, except for the Christmas time, and then we give you the worst possible.
The worst
beat.
stuff imaginable.
Yes.
You were our second
year-
choice.
Well, this is second year in a row. He had the streamers last year.
Last year he had the plus.
But at least that was
Man.
Hallmark.
At the time, though, that seemed like a really big deal for us. That was a prime
A
slot.
lot's changed in a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh.
A lot's changed in a
The
year.
annual review in January, Rye Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is our second episode of the day because UPtv hates us.
Yeah.
And they decided after the season started to add 2 movies. And I don't know. We're completionists. We hate ourselves. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why you can say
What
that
do
we're
you
here.
think
but-
UPtv paid for the rights to air this movie? Was it in the 5 or 6 or 7 figures? That's all I'm asking. Just to put it
4 figures is not an option.
4 figures. I would assume to air on UPtv, it would have to be at least in the 5 figures.
I would think 5 figures, right?
That's $10,000, guys. That's not a lot of money.
This was new, right? This wasn't one of the ones
This is a
that
new
they're
one.
re-airing.
It's a new boy.
It's complicated because it was. It's complicated because it has been on UP's streaming service for a year.
So it's not new.
Oh, so they just
technically-
own it, maybe.
I don't know what happened. So I guess like they had it on their streaming service thing, and then they said we're gonna do the thing and we're gonna air it on TV because Hallmark's doing it. But we have the other new edition that's coming right before Christmas happens is a musical. And like I'm concerned about that after the quality of this.
You would
like,
think we're all concerned.
There are
Pretty
some
good.
things that are like hard to do without a budget.
Like the troops, for instance.
Musicals are one of them. Musicals are one of those things where you kind of need a little umph to it. Although I just recently watched Anna and the Apocalypse again. I love that movie.
Really fun time.
And that is a really great. It's definitely lower budget.
Still really good though.
But it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Rye Guy, how are you doing? I know, we're a few weeks into November now.
Feels like months.
Let's not rush it, Brand.
I'm not trying to rush it.
Already almost over.
You went out to the stores.
Yeah, we already did all
You got
that,
to see
yes.
what everybody is selling for Christmas this year and how unique it is. How is that?
It was great. Yeah, I believe we touched on that briefly last week, but I didn't give specifics. I don't know why. I should
Or
have.
even
I don't
2
know why I
weeks
didn't.
ago. We may have done it 2 weeks
It's
ago.
crazy.
Yeah, but
how
I
many
should have
times we've
given
done it. Yeah.
specifics. Bran, I think you could attest to this. I was very measured this year.
Yeah?
You were.
Very measured.
Do you get that mailbox nearby?
I have a picture of it.
Well, how far is it away from where you are right now?
Alyssa's on a call right now, and so I mean, I could, if you guys can kill 10 seconds, I can go grab it.
Well, I'm saying maybe during the synopsis.
I mean, I can tell you a little bit about a Christmas tree. I don't know if you've heard about it.
We could do that.
The synopsis.
Well, we still got to talk about the
book.
book.
It's our Christmas rom-com novel. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's heavy on the
Yes.
Christmas rom-com. You and Brian and myself all wrote this together.
Yeah, we wrote it.
Brian really did a lot of the legwork. If you're a fan of Deck the Hallmark, there's a ton of like inside jokes and bits in here. If you're not, it's just a fun, cozy, funny rom-com. There's also,
it just looks really good. It's like
amazing.
a nice, it's just a nice, pretty book to have on
for the coffee table, and then you let me read this to you on the audiobook.
There you go.
And you get the ebook for when you're on your next flight.
That's exactly right.
Traveling during the holidays.
Right.
That's exactly right. See,
exactly
you get it. That's right.
Exactly. It's heavy on the comm.
That's
heavy on the comm. And when you finish it
yeah.
up, you go over and you watch a movie with 7 or 8 of your closest friends, and you play Christmas movie Magic. And it has the expansion pack is out.
It's out and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Those are arriving now. It took a little while for those to begin to arrive. Like it took a while to get on the site, and then took a little while to arrive.
What is great about Christmas movie Magic, though, sorry, Brand, is you can also play it by yourself if you don't have, if your 7 or 8 closest friends are out of town. There's unlimited options.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I don't want to get out the card game at that point. You
can play the app, ChristmasMovieMagic.app, which I believe, yes, the UPtv movies have been added. So if you want to watch those, that's a fun way to, if you have to, you can play Christmas Movie Magic while you watch the UPtv movie. So, all right, Rye Guy, do you got it in your hands?
I do. Here it is. So this was a joint purchase that Alyssa and I made. I don't know if this is going to do anything for Dan. For anyone listening on the pod, not on YouTube, that's it's like a mail post, I guess, if you will.
It is the size of a barber shop spinning thing,
a little bit,
right?
Yeah,
I
can see that for sure.
Yeah,
or like a tube that you used to see at the bank. When they used to have the tubes that would fly through the
right through the thing.
Exactly.
So cool.
No, that's what we were thinking too, actually. I mean, we've been talking about getting like a mailbox, like a letters to Santa thing of sorts since we've been together, and just nothing has ever hit right. And we saw this, and it wasn't what we were imagining. But that goes to show you sometimes what you're imagining in your head, you find something even better.
That's so true.
And so yeah. And so this is that. Should I go through the rest of the haul quickly, Bran, or are we up against?
No, we're not.
What, when you said the rest of the haul, like what all did we?
I don't want to reiterate this too many times, but this is the second one of the day, so literally nothing matters.
Yeah, I mean, it's
who cares?
House money at this point.
Who cares?
I got the picture here now, Bran. I'll let you know. I actually ended up returning the Lawrence Brothers DVD.
Why?
It's the Lawrence Brothers DVD.
Well, yeah. So here's everything. I don't know how good that's coming.
It's great. Some Christmas tree cakes, some Girl Scout cookies.
Yes, I'm a big fan of the Michael Jordan calendar.
Yeah, tell me about the Jordan.
So I have a Michael Jordan 2025 calendar. It's in the right over here is the whole Michael Jordan section of the office. And I got it from Walmart last year for, I don't know, $9-10. We go to Five Below on a whim. Dan, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
$4.
$4
for the Michael Jordan calendar. Yeah.
Like, $4 for something with Michael Jordan on it is crazy.
So that was a no-brainer.
Something to do with the fact that it's a calendar for next year with a player who hasn't played in 20 years.
I don't think so. I mean, he's like Elvis. He gets a calendar every year, no matter what.
He's also, a billionaire.
Yeah. No, I was just asking the question.
No, that's fair. I mean, I would think it costs more than most NBA calendars, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if you go to any calendar vendor or anywhere else, it's going to be at least double, if not more than that, price wise. So,
calendar vendor. I've got 2 on call that I usually call before I go.
In Five Below's defense, their hands were tied.
Yeah, I mean, it's
that's
in the
right.
name.
There's nothing you can do there.
The name of the
I don't know what I expected. $4.99 is the tip top of the scale there.
They're playing fast and loose these days.
Really?
Man, nothing sacred.
5 and up, on certain
it's
things.
Like dollar. It's like Dollar General. It's like it's more like Dollars General.
Yeah, come on, man. Stop lying, Dollar General. That's exactly right.
And then I don't know if anything. I found the White Ranger ornament. I was really hoping to find, and that was very exciting, and that was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, but then the Lawrence Brothers, I watched that second movie, the one that you guys didn't know was a sequel. So I didn't take the plastic off. It was on Tubi for free. that movie sucks. So I returned it. And so the first one's pretty good, but I didn't need to.
But the song that Andy sings is pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Andy Lawrence is not a bad director, and Dan, I think you may have said this last week. You could argue he's the best actor.
He's the best actor of the three. I feel really good about that as a fact.
Wow, I love that you bought the movie, watched one of them on Tubi, and said, "I'm good."
But
I'm good to go.
Let me ask you this, Rye Guy.
Sure.
The picture you showed had Michael Jordan calendar and some Girl Scout cookie Thin Mints in it. What about those are Christmas related?
I just bought them on November 1st. Bran asked to see. I took that picture specifically for Bran.
Okay, got it. I got it. Because you could have gone and gotten those.
Right. They were the November 1st. Like I got a bowl with a Santa hat on right now. I didn't buy that on November 1st, so it wasn't in the picture, and I'm probably overdoing it if I get up again, so I don't need to show you that.
Well, really I believe you. I just was curious because I thought this was a big Christmas thing. Wow. That's why I was just
typically
curious.
Most years I'm going nuts on November 1st, but I returned one thing. So I had a lot to be proud of. Really?
Yeah, you should be, man. For sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Rye Guy.
We're talking A Soldier for Christmas today.
We can just keep talking about this, Bran. I feel,
So what had happened was
Army had half day.
To remind people, because obviously the 8th was over a week ago now. A week ago.
Naturally.
What happened? You might be wondering to yourself. Well, for those of you that were listening to the episode that came out on the 9th, which was, whatever the heck it was. It was a royal movie. Yeah, it was I think it was the
Saving the Christmas Ranch.
No, Saving the Christmas Ranch actually comes out next week.
Ranch.
We haven't
watched that one yet. Right, guy.
Naturally. It's hard to keep the schedule straight.
It's tough. Yeah, and Brianna Cohen's in multiple movies.
No, you're right. It came out today.
That's what we just did, was Saving the Christmas Ranch.
Guys,
it's
fluid. It's fluid.
It's fluid is what you need to know. That's what
they're part of it.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yes. So we found out on the 8th that UPtv was
existed.
Well, and that news came out earlier, but we somehow didn't know about it. Someone, it came across our desk during that episode. So we were like, well, we have to do it. We'll get to it next week. So that's why we're here now. Okay.
Makes sense to me, man. And we love the troops.
We love the troops.
I love the troops.
Soldier for Christmas originally aired on November 8th, 2025, and it went a little something like this. The movie kicks off with an absolute bop of a song.
That's true.
Really is a good tune.
The song is fantastic.
UPTV's out here crushing it with the tunes.
Did you figure out what song that was?
Yes. I'll get to it.
Okay,
later.
Great. No problem.
So it's snowy, it's fun, it's Christmas. Suddenly, gunshot. We're transported into a war. It's not good. Next thing you know, a troop walks into a church and tells a woman that her husband is passed.
First 90 seconds.
First 90, guys, this is hot and heavy. Why'd they start with such a banger of a song?
Saving the Christmas Ranch.
2 years later, the same woman is trying to get back out there and date. Her name is Hannah. She has a daughter named Carmen, which makes dating incredibly hard because she lives in a town that hates children.
That's exactly right.
When she gets home after the date, she FaceTimes her brother, who is in the military as well also. She talks about how she's working on this military service project thing and is also just swamped with work at the church. He could not be less helpful. I feel bad writing that, though, because she gets really banged up. He gets really banged up in active combat, so I apologize for making fun of him. A fellow troop named Ryan comes to check on him to make sure that he's okay. On the next call with Hannah, he's like, I met this amazing all-American guy that I think that you'd really like. She's not interested, but she finds out all about that her daughter just wants a dad for Christmas. So her brother
get back out there.
Her brother sets up a call between her and Ryan under the guise of interviewing him for the military project thing that she's working on, but secretly hoping that they'd hit it off. They have one of the most awkward conversations I've ever seen, but I guess they think it went well. And they start talking even more, and he's, sending her gifts, and she's sending him letters and pictures of herself, all above board. I don't know. He tells her that he's coming home, not for Christmas though. This
just
is
a very quick
this is
2 or 3 day furlough
this is
during
earlier,
active war. Yes.
Just a few days early, and asks her out on a proper date. When they finally go out, she is finding it kind of awkward. She's so used to talking to him on a screen, but it gets better as the date goes on. He tells her that he knew her husband and was a great guy. He then tells some drunk dudes to back off. They keep hanging out while he's in town. They're having a great time, but he has to head back to war. But they promise to keep communicating and make it work. But she's really struggling. She wants a man who is really there for her. So she asks him if he would consider leaving the military after his current tour, or at the very least, come closer to home. He does not take that well. This is what he's called to do. He is meant to be here.
American girl.
They decide to take a step back.
American guys will always stand up and salute.
That was beautiful.
Will always recognize.
She's real sad and encounters a magical Santa who reminds her that the soldier's obligation is to God and country. Out on the battlefield, he talks to a random commanding officer that's out in the field, literally out in the field, about about her, and he's like, "Hey, you got to fight for that girl. Do whatever you got to do. Quit. It's better than me.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here, man."
Her brother tells him that
that guy's been dead for 20 years.
That he has no idea who he's talking about because there was no visitor today on base. But whatever, I'm sure it's nothing. So they hop on a call to talk it out, but they have to cut the call short because their base is under attack. She gets a call. Her brother is safe and sound and is on his way home, but no one cares about him. What about Ryan?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Right guy, you doing all right?
Apparently, they don't know where Ryan or his troop currently is. It's Christmas Day, and they all go to church, and Pastor brings out Ryan as a surprise. They hug, and he proposes. She says yes, and they kiss, and that, my friends, was a soldier for Christmas.
We did it. Yes, we did.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down with 4 segments here on
Deck the Hallmark.
This week is presented by Tyler Shaw, the Canadian Prince of Christmas, with a Tyler Shaw Christmas. It's the best. I love this album so much. Obviously, I have it in my hands. It's incredible. Everything from classics that you know and love to originals like his song December that absolutely slaps. Tyler Shaw Christmas has a little bit of everything. This year on streaming, he's got a new one out there that you're going to love, a new single to add to the mix. This album is one that I keep going back to throughout the season because it's just so darn good. I've put it in the mix with all the classics that I listen to during the holiday season because that's how good Tyler Shaw's Christmas is. And he's the Canadian Prince of Christmas. What more do I need to say? You can stream Tyler Shaw Christmas wherever you stream music. You can head to Tyler Shaw's website as well to find out more. He's got a new music video out. He's got everything. TylerShawMusic.com to check that out. Tyler Shaw Christmas. Stream it live today. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about A Soldier for Christmas, UPTV's special presentation.
Never ever been more excited to go last.
Added late.
I'll have to go first.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for the hot take. It's where we share exactly how you felt about this movie. We're not going to hold back. Right, guy?
We love the troops.
We love them. We
troops.
love them.
Bran, I'll kick it to you. No, listen. This was rough. This was how it was shot. There's something about and listen. I'm sure that there is an audience for this film that really connects with the material and really connects with the message. And I hope those folks enjoyed it genuinely. But a lot of these very heavily Christian films are shot this way. It's like it's all like on like a 2008 Sony camcorder, and I don't understand how that always happens. Listen, that song was a bop to start.
Talking about Jingle My Heart.
Yeah, like
Jingle My Heart, an original song for this movie.
That's
dude,
right.
As you mentioned, between that and Saving the Christmas Ranch that we just talked about 40 minutes ago,
we got ourselves an album.
UPtv
should be releasing albums.
Yes,
yeah,
they should.
I mean, there won't be a more jarring moment, not just in a Christmas movie this year, but maybe in a Christmas movie ever, than the UPtv original to The Battlefield.
What a waste of Jingle My Heart.
Jingle My Heart, and it's like a smash cut to The Battlefield. And it's,
Jingle My.
Yeah, it's yeah. Hey, listen, there's a lot that I could say. 14 minutes into this, there was literally no mention of Christmas. And then they make at one point, they make it clear that there's a calendar that says it's in October. So, okay, but it wasn't until I tracked this, it wasn't until 36 minutes in that you see anything Christmas related whatsoever.
So the first part of this movie takes place in October?
Yeah.
Maybe even sooner. But I didn't see the October
They go
calendar.
from meeting via Zoom to engaged in roughly 6 weeks.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe 9 if maybe the movie started in September.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
You have to listen. I'm going to save a lot of this obvious stuff for you guys. You have to wonder why this was a Christmas movie if more than half of it didn't take place during the Christmas season.
I mean, I think the answer is in the fact that we're covering it, Ryan.
Yeah.
There it is.
This movie
They got it on the big screen.
was able to make it onto linear television because it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it wasn't even December until an hour in, and I was a little offended by that. It gets really dark in the last 30 minutes. I mean, and here's the thing. It's like, I guess there's a scenario in which that could work, but because it was so disjointed all the way through, it would be uncomfortable for one of these, hey, let's play Christmas movie magic and watch this fun Christmas movie. That would be a bold choice to begin with. But then when your movie's bad, it's all the more uncomfortable because of it. It was insane that this very, very, very Christian pro troops movie does a Santa is real bit. Like it's utterly insane. And then I don't even know what to make of the commanding officer thing. Like literally anyone else could have given him that speech, her brother, her, and anyone. And then listen, man, I'm not here to tell anyone how to live their life, but this guy, Ryan, not telling her he's alive so that he can have a surprise proposal on Christmas Day is the most diabolical thing that anyone's done since Colin Mockery was a mean guy in that Sarah Lancaster movie.
It is tough. It's tough.
Great callback.
It's tough to give troop homecomings a bad name.
Yeah, it's like,
but they managed to do it in this movie.
For a movie that played all of the Christian We Love the Troops movie hits, at the end they said, you know what? We're going to put a little spin on it and see how this one sings. I don't know if it will be the worst Christmas movie that you guys see this year because you watch a lot more than I do, but it will almost assuredly be the worst one, like I said, that I see. Not good, Bran. Not good, but we love the troops.
This is going to be up there for us.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of really, really bad movies. I think that this is probably in the top 5. Would be my guess
for
here.
sure. Yes.
You know, you said a lot of things that I was thinking, Rye Guy. It is just an odd. They do a lot of things in this movie to make you think that it is a faith-based movie, and I think that it was. But I've also seen my fair share of faith-based movies, and I like this one was like weird because he kept like the best friends being like, "Is he sexy?" Like there was just like weird like
they don't really go hard in the paint on the faith-based, but it's there.
There was like weird like. For lack of a better word, like sexual undertones that the best friend is really pushing, which is like weird with all of the other content that is in this movie. You know, it is not good. There is not much to like, aside from the song, which again is a bop.
Slapper.
And I mean, it's a song might be it.
That also started the film, mind
this
you.
song, the movie starts
really
the
good.
movie starts out like a really traditional
Like-
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
This song is playing, drone shot over small town, fake
Snow.
digital snow, the whole thing. You're like, okay, like great. And I'm talking wham bang.
Literally.
Just not what this movie, like the song is great in that it doesn't represent the movie at all.
I like the song is my feels. It's a wait what and a what the Hallmark.
Yeah.
It's a
What
good
up?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a banger,
slam.
and I am adding
Yeah.
it to my playlist. So do with that what you will.
But Brand, even then, not as good of a bop as Saving the Christmas Ranch.
100%. That
Saving
is
the
accurate,
Christmas
but I can't
Ranch.
find that song anywhere.
Man.
I know that's a
Both
real
great.
shame.
Both great.
This song
Jingle My
I
Heart.
can find.
Both good. Both good songs.
But yeah, none of it is good, unfortunately. And it pains me to say that, and I think you all know that. And so it is with a heavy heart that I present to you the conclusion that is none of it is good. Dan?
Yeah, so we love the troops, and I don't want to ever speak for all the troops. That would be a mistake. But I think the best thing you can do if you love the troops is be honest and say that this movie is a bad movie. Because this movie doesn't love the troops. Listen, I know this movie presents a couple where the guy has to make a decision of if he's going to continue to honor his agreement with the Army or if he's going to basically leave at the end of his service or at the end of his tour and be with the love of his life who he met 3-4 weeks ago. And while that is quite the dilemma, and I think that's a dilemma that could be served in any movie of higher caliber than this. In this movie, they do the thing that you're like, as long as, if you're watching a troop have to make this decision, you're like, well, as long as they don't do the thing where he gets hurt in action, then you're fine. And that's what they do in this movie. They actually go, troops are important. Love is important. What if we have this guy? Listen, becoming a lifer in the Army already comes with some pretty steep mental health payments. I think the Hurt Locker has contributed to us figuring that out. PTSD. There's a lot of sacrifice going on if you do this.
For all involved.
This movie treats Army like Buster Bluth treats Army in Arrested Development. It is like they're playing claw game arcade and there's half days and he can go home during war, and it is absurd. What is going on in this movie that we're supposed to believe is real. I started off with pages of wait what's, and then I tried to narrow them down to just quotes that people say in this movie. The uniforms are just like random Velcro patches that don't have any consistency to them. This movie, I guess, is maybe a labor of love by people that wanted to make a movie, but God, is it bad. The mics are inconsistent. The script is barely there. The movie the movie does bad by troop homecomings. I know that we've said that, but just rest in that for a little bit. Just marinate in the fact that one of the most unequivocally beautiful things that no one ever questions. No one has ever been like watching a troop come home to their family or a troop reunite with his or her pet. Like, no one has ever watched one of those videos and been like, these are so lame. These are so disingenuous. This movie does it. This movie accomplishes that great feat of a very selfish, misguided troop homecoming. There's a magic Santa, and then there's a ghost master commander
that nobody knows.
They do this movie. Look, if you do, I will give you one. Like, I will give you one a heartfelt conversation with a person who turns out they weren't there. This movie does it in almost back-to-back scenes.
Is there any world where it was the same person?
I thought, is Santa also the commanding officer?
That would have been fantastic. I think we're giving this movie a little too much credit. Yeah, man, this movie sucks. It is. If you take out the JPR movies, then
Those are on a totally
then I
different
do
level.
think that this is the worst movie I've seen all year. But
All
there's
year.
a Civil War musical Christmas movie with only public domain Christmas titles. That movie is.
Well, the Scrooge movie isn't JPR, and I think the Scrooge movie is worse than this one.
movie. You're right.
That is
worse than this.
Yeah.
That Scrooge movie is worse than this movie. Whatever the name of that thing was. So this is with the JPR, it's top 5. Without it, it's top 2.
There you go.
Hey, congrats, Soldier, for Christmas. Not top 1.
Not
top
the
1.
worst.
Yeah.
That is correct.
All right, let's get to our feels. Right, guy.
This was the closest I've made. I don't think I've ever verbalized this, but I've made a silent pledge to myself over the years that I will never not have a feels. That's Dan's deal.
That's my deal. Search my heart, found nothing. I appreciate that.
This was the closest
Yeah,
I've ever come.
fair.
This is an offended feels, though. If I was talking to someone for weeks on end, I don't care that it's virtual. And I then, when I finally meet them in person, find out only then that they had at least somewhat of a relationship with my dead partner.
Yeah.
I think I'd be really bothered. You can maybe go 2 conversations before mentioning that, but I think you have to mention it at maximum virtual date number 4. To withhold it for weeks and save it for Italian dinner at Amore is not cool.
I mean,
Brand.
that's Amore. I
That
will
is
say
Amore.
this, right?
In his defense, that is Amore.
That's Amore. But we watch a little program called Wind Calls the Heart, Hold for Applause. That show, the basic rub of that show for the last 6 seasons has been Jack died. Nathan is a Mountie who did know, or at least have knowledge of Jack. And Elizabeth wants to choose Nathan, but is trying to get over that one thing. It's taken her 6 seasons.
Well, and Nathan was supposed to be there too.
That's right.
Not long enough. As
Nathan,
far as I'm concerned.
Nathan didn't go.
We give that a hard time for moving way too slow. This movie is like the opposite. Like, not only does he not say anything, which I think is very offensive, and I'll use this as my feels because I 100% had none, but then he tells her, and she just is like, I dated a troop, he died. This guy knew him, and I'm back on board. I'm ready to get married again to another troop who knew my dead husband troop. Is just wild. It's
also a bad look that, and granted, this is in the first 10 minutes or so where I was still taking the film somewhat seriously, like where she says it's been 2 years, no one compares, and she's smitten with this guy by the first half of their first conversation. I mean, so it's just like I said, Bran, all very disjointed.
Ebenezer the Traveler.
Ebenezer the Traveler is the worst non-JPR movie of the year, and it's not close.
My feels is Jingle My Heart by Global Content Music, Tony McLaughlin and Lisa Sullivan. He did a phenomenal work. I don't know why.
They were probably upset, huh?
When they have to be.
When they saw the
They're
final
like,
line.
man, we did this for this.
It's you used a super upbeat jingle bell song, and hard cut into bomb. That's tough. That's a tough break.
They clearly didn't have final cut.
Jingle bell to jingle bomb.
I also will say I'm just briefly like, I'll save it because I already did the feels.
Let's take a break. We'll come back here on Deck the Hallmark. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I mean, I'm good.
Good.
Hello.
We're here. UPTV's Soldier for Christmas.
That's right. That's right. Second episode of the day. You're welcome. It's time for Wait What? It's where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? I'll start with you. Rye Guy.
Yeah, so another issue with this film is that it never reached so bad it's good territory because it's not like the Joey Lawrence thing. It's at least that movie's so absurd that there's times where you can really laugh.
This movie's
right?
got an extra 7 minutes on it too, and it wears it. Oh my
exactly.
God.
And so, but the only 2 times I did laugh, the first was, well, not in chronological order, but at one point,
The first would be in chronological order, yes.
Yeah. I'm just talking here, right? He finally meets her kid, and he gives her like a stuffed animal puppy, and this kid who is just like, "Thanks, bye," and runs
Thanks,
away.
bye. they woke her up. She woke her daughter up, her 5-year-old daughter up.
I think so.
Woke
Never
her
saw
up.
the girl in bed, but.
And she comes down to get this stuffed puppy, which is not his. He bought it for her. And she's like, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, I got to go.
I will give you some money now.
The other one, which happens a little more frequently throughout the film, is they had a lot of trouble superimposing the FaceTime calls.
They did.
So like, yeah, so it's like like the screen would move, like, so not the phone and not the human, the screen would move.
There it is.
And so then the last couple FaceTime calls of the movie, they just gave up.
Yeah.
They would just hold a single shot on Gina or whatever her name is.
And they wouldn't even
they were
show.
Like, we can't.
They would
they,
just,
they
you
at
could just
least
hear
realized
the
it was
audio.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I give them credit for at least being able to admit their mistakes. 2 out of 3 times in this film, if a soldier has to get off of a call abruptly, this is what happens. Oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Yeah.
There's no sound.
Yeah.
No one calls them.
Nothing off
They overcorrect the third time.
Oh, they really make up for it. They give you your money's worth on that one.
So maybe, I don't know. Maybe there was more to chuckle at than I thought. Here's one. This one line really threw me. This is they're at Amore for their first date.
That's Amore. Yep.
Why is it so hard to talk now? And Ryan replies, maybe it's your dress. What does that mean? I don't think it was sexual. Like,
I think it was.
Was like, I'm so distracted by your dress.
But he's not the one having a hard time talking. She
that's
is.
why I don't think it
so
can
it
be
makes
sexual.
it makes it seem like he's like talking about like your dress isn't comfortable.
Yeah,
I don't like.
It's very restricted.
I have so many lines written down, and that wasn't even one of them.
That would be like a classic, like her come back and just be like, "Are you calling me fat?" Like, that is what that feels like. It feels like a setup for a punchline. Yeah, maybe it's your dress.
Yeah. By the way, we get it, guy. You can speak Italian. We get it. Enough. Like, stop
dude,
it. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm not Italian, but I know one or two, and you at least, must be somewhat offended, right?
Yeah.
This guy,
not really, but maybe that's offensive that I'm not offended.
This guy is like with relish. He doesn't do the one word thing that we all have decided is appropriate. He is really
talking about Mamma Mia.
He is really
talking about
whatever the word is.
You get one phrase. You get one phrase. This is what you get. This guy is like in it. He is elbows deep in how proud he is of his Italian accent.
Like, she stopped being impressed 20 minutes ago.
Dude, after the first molto bene, just like stop it. Just stop.
And then last one, also at that dinner. I mean, this guy Ryan just guesses on not the tip, but the cost of the meal. He should go to jail.
Yeah.
He's just like, I think that's enough. You don't, unless they had the prices on the menu, dude. And even then, that's not proper decorum. This guy is a criminal. He's actually a criminal, and he should be locked up, Brand. But we love the troops.
Well, while we're at Amore, we might as well camp out there some more.
We should,
I think
Weird restaurant.
I'm guessing, but I think that the date that she's on at the beginning is also at Amore, because there's no way they filmed in 2 different places. But neither time, so the first time she's at this date, the guy that she's on the blind date with, leaves when,
who I like to call America's best actor.
When he finds out that she has a daughter, she goes and takes the phone calls. He ditches. I'm assuming he didn't pay, right?
She drinks her wine.
Drinks her wine and leaves.
Out.
So at the very least, someone has to pay for that wine.
Right.
I don't think anyone did. But then that leaves me. That's what I thought. Until I see that we go back to Amore and a couple of insane things happen. One, it's a pick your own table situation at Amore. They walk in and they can pick any table. They pick the one with water and bread already on the table. No.
There's bread already on the table. You can't do it.
Don't do that.
The only assumption that you can make there is that stuff belongs to the last people that ate. There's 2 glasses of water and bread in a bowl already there. That belongs to who was already here. Find an empty table, but also the Miss Amore walks out with 2 glasses of wine and gives it to them without them asking, which makes one wonder, is the wine free? Is it the water of Amore?
Maybe we need an Amore in our town of Greenville.
just
The Miss Amore contest that year was wild.
It was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. Amore is a crazy place. After that date, they do a weird like montage walk around where they end up in a sleigh, and and she goes like this, like she's like driving it, and he's like, it's weird, man. And I know it's tough.
It's a montage, and she literally looks at him, and then like a robot just goes.
This is what we do when we have
We
fun.
It's so
whip the
hard.
reindeer.
To be fair to those actors, I've never had to. You know what?
Never
I take
have
it back.
I ever.
I have had to act as a montage. Check out our Christmas thriller music video. We did a lot of acting while we did a montage.
I drank on the Never Have I Ever. That's right.
So
That's right. You get it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
A couple more things really quickly. They spend so much freaking time in this gym. I do think per capita, this might be the most working out in a single movie ever.
And they probably did it all in one morning.
Probably.
Per capita?
Per capita.
That's right. And I know that you and I know what per capita means, but let him have it.
Per capita. At one point, a poor sweet background actor walks behind them as they're working out, stops, looks at the camera.
That's my favorite part of this movie.
Oh, I missed this.
And then
Dude,
keeps, I'll
they're on
send
the
it to you.
treadmills. She
Please.
literally is walking by, freezes, does a side eye at the camera, and then keeps walking.
Keeps walking.
Well, she was really working out. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of speaking of the gym, at one point she gets home from the gym and is going to hop on a call, and what she does is an insane thing to me, which is she wraps her sweaty self with her sweaty clothes in a blanket.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah. No, thank you. I don't want that.
Hard no.
Icky. I don't know a lot about, admittedly, don't know about a lot about war and like proper and like war etiquette. There's an active war going on. He's in it. And he just leaves for a few days.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can do that. I don't know for sure, but do folks that are in an active war just go, I'm going home for the weekend, I'll be back?
It wasn't
even Christmas.
My biggest what is really a what the Hallmark, which is what active war is going on right now for the United States. Like where are our troops currently? And someone please where are our troops actively taking gunfire right now in the United? Like, I know we have like 176 different places they're deployed. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where are they actively taking gunfire?
Where on any given day they're either out
because this
on the front lines or just
presumes it is hot and heavy and often.
No, we're at war.
We're at war.
Active war.
And he just flies home for, I think, the weekend.
Army had half day.
My last one is this entire movie, I was under the impression that her brother and Ryan's troop were they were in the same troop.
Yeah.
Right? I think that because of how much time they spend together, the fact that it is her brother that is like setting them up. Hey, we gotta go. There was an explosion. And then at some point, explosion happens. They run out together, and brother goes home for Christmas and is totally fine.
That's right.
Ryan and his troop are missing.
That's right.
Possibly presumed dead.
Presumed dead. Yes.
Like what?
And he keeps that information for her to do a big troop homecoming.
But what happens? Like I thought they were on the same troop. You thought that, right? Right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, at one point, he saves her brother from being blown up. They established that early in the movie.
They're literally next to each other on the battlefield multiple times,
right.
but not in the same troop.
But they're not in the same.
Yes, the active battlefield that we know is happening right now.
Yes.
The only logical
troops.
explanation is that there was no explosion. Elaborate hoax set up by brother and Ryan.
Deep state.
To make her think that Ryan was dead so that he could surprise her at church. It's the only logical explanation. And I hate to say it. Dan?
It pains you.
So
I don't like it.
I have a lot of quotes from this here film that we watched, and I just want to go over a few if that's all right, if you'll grant me the time. When they first meet in person, she says, "Thanks for saving my brother from being blown up." And he says, "You're a lot more prettier in person." I mean,
Two things can be true.
It's bad regardless. But
neither of those are false. I'm
his
sure.
brain was like, say more pretty, say prettier, say both. She just said, "Thanks for saving my brother's life. I've got one locked in the chamber here. Do you know what it is? You're a lot more prettier in person."
Maybe it's your dress.
Maybe it's your dress. Whoa.
He claims that most women he tried to date steered clear. This is a direct quote. Steered clear when they knew I was out for a serious committed relationship.
I mean, that's on them, you know?
Heck yeah. When she says, one time they're zooming, she says, "Are you there?" He says, "Reporting as per orders." I don't know. That seems like AI wrote that. Is it reporting for duty? Reporting as per orders. I've never heard those words in that order ever. That's crazy. Maybe my favorite one, aside from my favorite one, is said it just like this: "We're under attack. Gotta go." He said it just like that, which is fantastic. My favorite one, though, is
gotta stay calm under pressure.
Is she starts asking him questions. She's like, "I got to get to know you quick." And here's how it goes. This is exactly what happens. I'm not adding anything to this. "Are you married?" "No." "Divorced?" "Thank God, no." Buddy, why so? A lot of people have been divorced. Like, what do you, buddy? Like, it just isn't the stank there wasn't necessary. Thank God, no. Also, she says, "Oh no, there's one more. This is my favorite because if someone can explain it, that would be fantastic." She sits down after going to the gym and wrapping herself up in a blanket. He says, "Hey, gorgeous." She says, "Stop. I just came from the gym." And he says, "I must resist the flirty puns." Anybody, email the show. You tell me what just happened there.
Maybe he's saying that he was
like maybe he
was actually resisting a workout related.
Yeah, like I'd like to work you out.
Brand.
Why? Just
whoa!
Whoa! Let's workshop this.
Hey, gorgeous, stop! I just came from the gym. I must resist the flirty puns.
Oh, that's not really a pun, is it?
It's not a
hey,
pun.
Gorgeous isn't a pun. Like, you know,
right?
That's
but he's saying. So what is a workout pun?
Yeah, I guess there's so many ways we could have also said that sentence.
I think the standard would be like, "Oh man, that's so fitting that you were working out because you've been running through my mind all night."
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You get it. Yeah.
So that one, that's not a wait what, Dan. You got to take that one back.
Reporting as per orders. I'm really sorry about that.
Okay.
The guy, there's so many more here. I'm trying my best to rein it in, but her best friend, her best friend, who I believe to be the best actor in this movie, and I think everyone should be on the same page there, but her best friend, the entire character arc of that best friend is, "Listen, best friend, I know that your husband died in battle 2 years ago, but you got to get back out there.
Gotta move on.
You gotta. It's been 24 months already. What are you going to sit around and become an old maid? It's been 2 whole years. Why haven't you forgotten your dead army husband yet? What are we doing, guys?" Like, that's crazy talk. Everybody grieves differently, but you cannot expect someone to just be over this in 2 years and jump back out there that quickly.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Move on. I know you have a child together that reminds you of him every day, but you know.
I mean, we're 6 or 7 wars later, or the same one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also want to point out. I also want to point out that our lead has been married to a troop before and knows what it's like to be the spouse of someone that goes out for Army.
And doesn't come back, by the way.
Doesn't come back. And yet, after 10 days of dating this guy, she is appalled by how much he is gone and how much she misses her. She misses him. It doesn't make any sense. And then we have a separate category that won't make the cut about the Magic Santa and the Commander Sergeant Ghost, both of which their performances baffling.
That Santa was unhinged.
From the tin of cookies from Santa to the whatever was going on with Master Sergeant's tie. I don't know, but that's all we're going to do right now. We're under attack. Gotta go.
Gotta go. It's time for What the Hallmark. It's where we wonder what could have been, maybe having us declare any questions we still are wondering about. What questions you still got, right, guy?
Yeah, we got to talk about this pastor. Does he only nice guy?
Nice guy.
Well, does he only have the one outfit?
He's got the one.
Well, no, he comes into the office one day in a green sweater.
But
maybe they shot all of his stuff in one day. I'm just saying, maybe.
Listen,
what did his shirt say? It said Christ over.
It was the name of the church, I imagine, right?
It said Christ over something. Career?
I don't know. Yeah. Whatever.
Interesting for a guy working at a church.
That's right.
Hey, you don't know if it's his full-time gig.
Maybe he chose it instead of his career.
There's 10 people in that
I'm not saying you have to dress up for Christmas service, but I am saying that I find it a bit odd if your Christmas Day attire is the same as your every other day attire. To be so specific, a black jacket and a Christ over career t-shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
With the same pair of pants.
On Christmas, I have a brother who wears the same thing every day of his existence. And on he's a pastor. And on Easter Sunday, he wears something different.
Yeah.
And he wears the same thing every day. This guy just happened to be on camera the one day, but you would think on Christmas morning for service as the pastor, you would wear something different. I'm 100% with you.
Just a different jacket or a different shirt, Yeah.
First of all, I do want to give a shout out to Chef Jenna, who's celebrating her 50th. Happy birthday.
Shout out.
Jenna. But I do want to know how the heck he got that ring. It's a very nice ring. And rings, you got to know size. You typically, stuff like that. This guy, once again, assuming that there's no shady business doings and that he actually was missing, makes it back, goes to a jewelry store, buys an engagement ring in time to make it to church on Sunday morning.
He could have spent more time with her. I think we've established it. It's a sham of a troop homecoming. And I said that. Yeah.
Wow. How about that? Dan?
And troop homecoming was bad. Also, maybe the most delicate conversation of all time, most gut wrenching at least, is when you have to go to the spouse and let them know that their family member has died in active duty. Saving Private Ryan comes to mind, where the mom of 3 Private Ryans falls on her knees on the porch. Ryan's already laughing.
This should have been a wait what, but I'm glad you're getting to it.
Falls to her knees as this news is delivered by an armed officer in full dress battalion gear, whatever. It's a very delicate conversation, right? It just is. They show up at church to deliver this news to her that her husband is dead in front of a bunch of other people. And the reason this is what the hallmark for me is she works at the church. And so my understanding is they knew to go there because it was where she worked. And so my concern is that after knocking on the door of their residence, there are people working and having to find out at work that their family members are dead. And that is not okay. That's not how we do that. Do not. I'm not here to justify everything our armed services does or doesn't do. There is no world. I was present at my grandfather's funeral. It's one of the most, if you serve in our armed services and you die when you're 90 years old, the way that they pay tribute to you when you die at 90 is a sight to behold. They fold the flag, they hand it, they do the 21 gun salute. You're telling me they're showing up to Kinko's to tell somebody's significant other that they passed away?
They're not serving them papers.
No, you ought to be shot on sight if you think this is how the armed services in our country is delivering this news. Are you kidding me?
I just want to add on, later near the end of the film, they call to tell her that her brother's alive, but they kind of tease it at
Yeah.
first. But then they're also she's like, oh, what about Ryan? And they're like, I don't know. We'll get back to you.
Can you imagine, Darla?
They treat this like someone getting served papers.
That's
They're
right.
getting sued. Like, hey,
Yes.
are you so-and-so? Your husband's dead.
Darla, we just had a six-top in your section at Chili's, and there's an armed officer at the front door who's also here to see you. No.
It's a tough day.
Darla, we need you back over here.
Darla.
Need to refresh those drinks.
Well, we did it, everybody.
We did.
We did do it. We're going to be back next week with a Royal Christmas Hope, which is different than a Royal Christmas
Manor.
And so you need to know
Hotel.
that. You need to know that ahead of time. So come on back for that. Until then, remember the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmarks, the Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. Follow us on the socials at Deck the Hallmark. Lots of goodies there.
Yeah.
Also, go to bramblejamplus.com to find the best corner of the internet, ad-free podcasting, and so much more. And do us a favor in the podcast by leaving us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
God bless.